All right, we've already discussed how Magic the Gathering is essentially just printing everything into the ground, and so the mechanism that they're using to do this is this Secret Lair series, where they release different types of Magic sets under different IPs. Hasbro is using this, I believe. Obviously, you can read the news articles or watch the YouTube videos about it, but it's something to do with they're calling them parachute uh, products allegedly. So essentially, they're just putting out these Secret Lair sets where they're doing many of them looks like crossovers and stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look through it and determine what I think about most of these Secret Lairs. I think obviously most of them are pretty ridiculous. The common knowledge ones, like that I can think of, like SpongeBob or Furby or any other random one. Here is Fallout. I understand that was a video game that was real popular. I knew people that played it a lot back in the day. I only sampled it a few times. It was not my jam really, so I don't know the lore that well. I don't have any connection to these characters, so I just completely have no interest in any of these Fallout cards, to be honest. I recognize some of these from, this is the Netflix character, I believe, from a series about Fallout. And I don't really know what the rest of this stuff is, maybe video game related. It doesn't do anything for me. I think it's junk. I don't know. I don't know if I want to check out any of these. Here, let's check this one out because I recognize some cards. It's $30 for this Secret Lair Fallout Greet the Dog. I just want to know, like, is this AI art? I don't know how hard am I trolling on that right now, but I mean it's something, some sort of like something's up with this art. Anyway, it's like okay, Arcane Signet, Lightning Greaves. I remember that, and they just threw a dog in there for Lightning Greaves. You're like Patchwork Banner, Soul Ring, and it's got a dog bowl. All right, so the real question is, it's a bunch of cards that you can probably get relatively cheap, but they're printing them for $30. You're looking at $6 a card. Not really worth it. I mean, you must really have to like a German Shepherd for this particular product. And so that's going to be my entire foray into the Fallout. And look how many there are. There are, that's 8, 10, 11. Did I count 8? Is it 3 rows? Plus 1 or 2? I don't know. Now we're in the Avatar. So it's like a 14 Fallout sets. Now we're in the Avatar range. A similar number of Avatar sets. I also do not know anything about Avatar. Oh my gosh, they have a God of War set. It's like $40. What are you getting? You getting some characters from the game. I don't have any reference to this IP. I've also really never played much of that game either. Last of Us. So what is the deal? They're like trying to print video games. It's like Final Fantasy was like somewhat adjacent. I understand why that set was blowing up, and I grew up with the Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, and 10, and then the retro ones and the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, I suppose too. Not maybe more than the Nintendo for me. The original Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy ports on the Game Boy Advance for the first one. But what is this? Is Last of Us, is that a zombie? Is this a zombie show? I'm not entirely, or video game. I'm not entirely sure. Uncharted, another game I know was popular. I never tried. Furby, like that was in the 90s, right? It's like that's when I remember Furby was like an explosion of things, and now where they're trying to like, are there enough Furby fans to be? Look, it's not sold out. I'll tell you that. This Furby trash, it's a little much. Look, what's the one I saw earlier? Phyrexian Arena. Like, come on. Do you want to pay $6 for a Phyrexian Arena, and let alone a Phyrexian Arena with a Furby in it? It's like, let's try to get that card for $3, $4 at max, and you get a cool art. You don't get Furby with a Phyrexian or whatever this is. I don't know. It's kind of a ridiculous concept, and it does make me feel like they're pumping. These look goofy. Like I kind of hate cards like this, 'cause I'm like, how do I read this? And it's like, yeah, I gotta memorize it. I know what like a Wasteland or Dark Ritual does, but I don't want to have to memorize all these cards and then have to look at that art too. It's like Spider-Man was not that relevant. More Avatar. And this stuff's sold out. But let's look at the trash they can't even sell. Of course, it's Marvel. Like, how bad do we need these Spider-Man? I don't know what Scare Super Drop is. This left? Yeah, it's Trick or Treat. So it's $30. Why? Because they couldn't sell it for Halloween. Like, look, it's Trick or Treat foil. Look, literally can't sell the Halloween set. We're sitting here. It's the end of January, and they still can't sell out on the Halloween set. They still want $30 for 5 cards, or in this case, foil edition for $40. Oh, these aren't even foil. So you have to pay a $10 upgrade to these foil. That's so ridiculous. $8 a card. Jesus, up the price by $2 a card, just so you can get it in foil for the trick or treat. Why don't they put it on sale? Is it even anything good? Is it anything good? I mean, I don't know what these cards are. I'm not even gonna read them. I'm not gonna read them. You know, and you know they get tags, foil, mechanically unique. So now it's like a pay to play. It's like $40 if you want to buy, you know, these broken Secret Lair Fallout type things. You know, it's like if it becomes broken and you have to pay $40 for Secret Lair, so Hasbro can pad their stock and can make their investors happy and get sued by people in Florida. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow.